Thanks for joining me. Today we are doing some cold weather operations verification on our PD6938 pulse input flow rate totalizer. We have one of those devices installed inside the temperature chamber here that is currently set to -20 degrees. This unit is also connected to a pulse simulator here. This is just a contact closure that I can operate to simulate pulses coming from a flow meter. From the display, we also have a Modbus output connected to our Consolidator Plus device here. This is showing the rate and the total from the 6938 as well. So we should see that as I click the button, you'll see a rate and a total accumulate on the display inside the chamber, and then this is also mirrored via Modbus on the Consolidator Plus. So do one click and we see one count. We do a couple clicks, we see multiple counts. The total matches and the rate matches as well, even at -20. So you'll notice that the display on the 6938 updates immediately with every button click, with every button click, the display updates immediately and there's no delay. So as I click the button, we will see that display update immediately. That is normal function on the 6938 at -20 degrees. Now we're going to take the chamber down to around -40 degrees and view the operation at that temperature. So we'll reconnect in a little bit. All right, we are back again with the same setup. Now we have turned the temperature chamber down to -40 degrees. We still have the PD6938 inside the chamber, connected to the pulse input simulator and providing a Modbus output to the consolidator. This time at -40, we might see a slightly slower display update on the unit inside the temperature chamber. So as we add pulses, we should see the consolidator update immediately, but the 6938 display might be a little delayed. So we'll do one pulse click. Consolidator updated immediately, but the display inside took a little bit longer to change. And now if we give multiple pulses in succession, we can see that the consolidator is updating, but the 6938 is a little bit behind. If we pause and wait, it should settle out and match, but there is just that slight delay at -40 degrees. So now we are going to turn the chamber all the way down to -55 degrees Celsius and verify the operation at that temperature. All right, so we are back here and we have achieved the -55 degree temperature inside the chamber. You will notice that the display on the 6938 no longer functions. The backlight is on, but the process value, the total, is no longer showing up. That said, the unit will still provide the communication outputs, the Modbus output to the consolidator, or if you were utilizing the open collector pulse output retransmission, that output would still function as well. So I'm going to use the input simulator a little bit, and even though the rate and total will not be displayed on the 6938 inside the temperature chamber, we will still see those values reflected on the consolidator. Most importantly, that the unit continues to totalize even when the display is not on. So I'll just click it once, and we did see the total increase by 1, and that would mean that the total on the display increased by 1 if we could see it. So we'll click it a few more times in succession, and each time we are registering a total increase on the consolidator, and we are displaying the active rate as well. So even though the display on the 6938 no longer functions, it is still receiving the pulse input and then providing that information out via Modbus or via 4-to-20 or via pulse retransmission, whichever of those options are selected. So as you can see, the 6938 is a very robust unit and capable of operating down to very cold temperatures. So we'd hope that you consider for any future projects.